I had so much fun putting this apartment together, and I hope that you can see how much fun I had with it. Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah, and welcome to another Sims 4 apartment renovation that I am doing for my 100 Baby Challenge kids. When my kids of my 100 Baby Challenge age up into young adults and move them out of the house, I have apartments in San Myshuno that they move into, and I've actually renovated 4 apartments for them to live in, one of which I actually made a video for. I had a great fun time with that one, and then the other 2 I did off camera, and then there is this one today, which I've been talking about for a little while in my 100 Baby Challenge, so if you know, you know, but here we are, the day is finally here. I finally get to show you this apartment that I've been working on behind the scenes. I'm so excited. So with that being said, we're gonna jump into The Sims 4. We're gonna take a look at the apartment originally as it comes with San Myshuno, and then there's a whole great big speed build of me doing the renovations. So I'm so excited for you to see it. Let's jump into The Sims 4. So the apartment in question is over here in the Hakeem House Apartments, and this apartment I have renovated is a part of my 100 Baby Challenge family, but that's not the apartment we're looking at today. We're looking at this one, 122 Hakeem House. So this is it here, and with all of the apartments that come with San Myshuno, obviously they use a lot of city living because that was the expansion pack that they came with, but this apartment specifically, it has some interesting vibes. It's very kind of colorful in a lot of ways. I guess it kind of is supposed to be very luxurious in a lot of ways. For example, we've got the most expensive stove in the game, and then over here we've got this very fancy looking sitting area and with some sculptures and stuff. And then the bathrooms are kind of interesting. We've got blue theme for the bathrooms, like this aqua blue, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. That's kind of nice. It's just very interesting, and it's not really the vibes that I was sort of looking for this apartment. So I did buy this apartment for my kids for my 100 Baby Challenge, and then I slowly over time gave them money to renovate it so that I could renovate it and make it the apartment of my dreams. So the other apartment that's in this block is very bright and colorful, and I wanted this apartment to be the complete opposite. I did not want it to be bright and colorful at all. I wanted it to be dark and kind of more industrial, I suppose. So what you're seeing right now is the very early stages, and we have had so much come out since then pack-wise. Like, we've had For Rent come out, we've had Home Chef Hustle come out, and with that, a lot of what you're seeing early on gets changed. Like, I pretty much replaced the entire kitchen when Home Chef Hustle gets released with all the Home Chef Hustle stuff. So I was just trying to feel a vibe for the minute. I definitely knew I wanted to go black all the way through, and I wanted it to feel a little bit more modern, and even not maybe at this point. I wasn't quite feeling the industrial vibes at this point, but that definitely does come a little bit later on. So I wanted there to be concrete walls, and I wanted there to be accent walls in the bedrooms, and I still wanted it to feel like it was luxurious, but maybe in a more modern and industrial way. It was kind of the vibe that I was thinking. So I actually took this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment and made it a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom apartment. So there is a bathroom for each bedroom, super nice. And for the 100 Baby Challenge, if you haven't seen it, I actually have 6 of my kids living in this apartment. So it houses 6, but it could house more because in all of the bedrooms I have double beds, 2 double beds in each bedroom. So you could house more if you wanted to. So this apartment has the historical apartment, so it's got these like plaques on the walls of different people that have lived here, I suppose, and you can't get rid of them. I managed to cover them up though because they are not the vibe, so it's okay. You can see them now, but you can't see them throughout. So changes that are going to be happening through this apartment, I spoke about. We got Home Chef Hustle, we got For Rent. With For Rent specifically, we were able to change the swatches of windows in all of the apartments that already exist, which was huge because in this apartment we've got some windows that have like a grey trim and we've got some that have a black trim, and it has always bothered me that I can't change that. Now you can, thanks to For Rent. So freaking good. So overall, this is probably the most different apartment to all the apartments I've done so far. The other apartment that I built on camera for you is very opulent and luxurious in a very different way to this apartment. And then the apartment that's in this block is very bright and colorful and is also kind of a little bit modern, but not in as direct and industrial a way as this apartment. And then the other apartment apartment that I have is also very dark and black, but I have a lot of pops of color in that apartment, whereas in this apartment, it's very much just black throughout, very monochromatic, with a couple of tiny little, it's pretty much the plants that I have are the only pops of color, really. And now we're starting to get into the industrial vibes. You'll see I'm using all of the Home Chef Hustle stuff, and it just changed the complete vibe of this kitchen, made it so much nicer. I also opened some of the walls that were in the kitchen and put a spandrel, like in an industrial looking spandrel that came with the werewolves pack. It looks so good, and it really did help me come into the vibes for the rest of this apartment. It made it so much easier to figure out exactly how I wanted to go about the rest of this apartment. Super nice. I end up using that spandrel a lot in this apartment just to help with that industrial feel. That being said, I did still want this to feel a little bit luxurious. So in places like the bathrooms and stuff, I used the set that came with Growing Together. It's my favorite bathroom set. The sink is beautiful. The shower and tub combo is beautiful. I love that set. And I wanted it to still feel nice, even though it's industrial. It kind of looks a little bit, not ratty-tatty, but industrial kind of has that. It's supposed to look a bit worn is all, but it definitely has a little bit of that vibe, but also really nice as well. So the whole thing with this apartment, you're going to see multiple cuts throughout this video. It's because I wanted to furnish this apartment not all at once, but as I was giving my kids money for this apartment. It kind of seems a little bit strange. It's kind of rags to riches the way that I did that. And honestly, a part of the 100 Baby Challenge is rags to riches. You're not allowed to use money cheats at all. So when I was moving kids out of the house, I was kind of just moving money with them and then sharing money between all of the kids that I've moved out. It's like we're loaning each other money in the Platt family, and I love it. So that's why there's so many cuts, because I really have been building this apartment probably over the last 8 months that I've been building this for. It's been an ongoing project for 8 months because I haven't had the money needed to finish it until I was moving more kids out. So it's been really fun though. Like I said, we've had so many new packs come in over that time, and this apartment I think is way better than I could have imagined it being at the very beginning, because we have so much more amazing stuff than we did back then. And I don't like to think of how this apartment would be without all of those packs, like without Home Chef Hustle, without being able to change the window swatches in for rent, without even the Book Nook kit. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. If not, that's what it should be called, because that's a great name. But without those packs, because they are big features of this apartment, I really don't know what this apartment would have turned out like without them. So we have elements of gold in just like little hints of gold. And then we've got a lot of plants that bring in some greens as well. And then a couple of little like prints on the wall and like the books on that massive book wall, that massive book feature wall in the living room. I loved that. That is like a dream for me. So I had a lot of fun with finding these very subtle, minute pops of color to just elevate it so it's not all like monotonous black, but it is still very dark, but it's in such a beautiful way. I'm so happy with how this apartment turned out. I really, really love decorating in The Sims 4. It's a passion of mine. I spend so much time on it. Overall for this, I spent about 3 hours renovating this apartment. So it's been a big passion project, and it's something that I just absolutely love, is exploring different styles. I've loved in the past doing the more bright and colorful, the more luxurious and opulent, and now a little bit more of an industrial modern apartment. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I think it turned out really nice in the end. So one of the things that I have to talk about now, as we're doing the bedrooms, is there's this little seating spot on the outside of these bedrooms, and you will have seen it as I'm going around with the camera very fast, where I have like this beautiful shelving thing above it, this awning above it, and it looks really nice with the pictures on the wall and everything. But unfortunately, one of the things that I use is like, it kind of looks like a bracket, I suppose. It sits out from the wall and comes down. It's a defining space for that seating area. But one of those brackets cuts into the wall, not in this bedroom, in the bedroom we're about to go into, because I'm about to finish in this bedroom. And I had no idea how I was going to fix that, because it was very obvious that this bracket was sitting out in the room and it looked really, really bad. I thought about maybe trying to do like a hanging plant from it, but it just didn't look nice. It looked really bad actually. And we're in that room now, so you'll be seeing here, I'm trying to work out if I can do a hanging plant from it. I don't worry, that looks hideous. I end up coming up with a better solution that makes the room feel really nice actually, kind of like closed in, but very modern in my opinion as well. So in all of the bedrooms, I had like this big feature wall behind the beds, and it was really fun discovering different elements that I could use for that. In this bedroom, I used this beautiful shelving, this industrial shelving that I really like, and I think it just looks nice to frame the bed area, and that way you can put a little bit of clutter. And then I put shelves above the lamp as well and clutterified them. I had just had so much fun. I was just living my best life renovating this apartment, and honestly, out of all of them that I've done, this is probably my favorite. So I hope that you're gonna like the vibes as well. You will get to see it properly. I'll do a proper tour after this speed build is done so you can get a better look at everything. But I just had so much fun spending 3 hours renovating this whole apartment, and honestly, the longest part of it was probably me doing the bedrooms. I wanted to make these really fun spaces, but also with the more modern and industrial elements as well. So here I am figuring out what I'm gonna do with that space that was awkward with the hanging plant. I decided to put a half wall in, cover up that thing that was coming out of the wall with a half wall, and then I had to do it on the other side as well, obviously. So we've got these kind of like little cubby spaces for our beds then in there. It's really nice. I put windows in the half walls as well, and I did put like curtains on the outside of them, so it's like you could close the curtains when you're going to sleep, and then you're very tucked in. Now I have play tested this apartment, and those beds do work even with the half walls at the end of them, because the beds aren't actually sitting flat against the wall, they're sitting a little bit forward. So I wasn't sure with them sitting a little bit forward from the wall whether your Sims would be able to get into them. They can. I have play tested it. This apartment is completely functional. It is amazing. I love it. We are so close to the end of this speed build though. I'm just trying to figure out the ceilings because I wanted it to be kind of modern, but I didn't just want to go with like a wood, so I end up going with a concrete ceiling. It looked amazing, but it took me a little while to figure it out. I'm going in, I'm just having a look up, so it looks a little bit funny, but I'm just figuring out the ceiling, that's all. So that is the speed build done. And now I know that was going very, very quickly, but I hope that you were sort of seeing the vibes that I was going with, but have no fear because we're going to go into The Sims 4 now. We're going to check out this apartment completely finished, and then we're going to have some before and after pictures so you can see what it was and what I turned it into. I'm so excited for you to see it. So we are currently at the front door of this apartment. So when you walk into this apartment, you are greeted with the kitchen to your immediate kind of straight on. And then to the left, we have a door that leads into the bathroom. Now, I do have to apologize. Looking at apartments through tab mode is a little bit glitchy. So if there's a few glitchy moments that happen while we're looking here, I'm really, really sorry. I just feel like tab mode is the best way to look at everything. So let's go and take a look at this bathroom. It's very nice. Like I said, the shower tub combo and the sink that came from growing together, my absolute favorite. A couple of cluttery bits and bobs, pretty basic in here though because this one is a smaller bathroom. Totally fine though. Oh, but now you get to see a look at the vibes. Just let's come into the kitchen for the minute and let's just have a look. Wow. Oh my God, do I love this apartment. So freaking cool. This metal spandrel, it is amazing for creating a beautiful industrial space. This kitchen though, with the Home Chef Hustle pack, absolutely beautiful as well. I love all the lights that happen with the shelving. With how bright this kitchen is, it almost feels like there's a skylight in this kitchen, but there's not. It's just the lighting of the light in the middle of the room, and then this light above the stove here, and then the lights that happen just with the cabinetry. But it feels so light and beautiful even though this is a modern and dark apartment. This is the seating area that I was talking about, by the way, where we've got this beautiful awning up the top. I love this little spot with the ivy and stuff, but then surrounding the ivy, we've got this like black frame that's happening, and it was that black frame that was digging into the wall of the bedroom. It doesn't happen through the bedroom that's through this door because it's against the wall. So this is this bedroom right here. The bedrooms are pretty small, but that's okay. They're just spots for your Sims to sleep in. And in this one, the feature wall, we've got this like wavy sculpture thing. I've never used that before. It's really cool. And lots of plants in here to give the accented colors that are needed, just to make it feel like it's not completely monotone black. That is all. Back out into the main room though, and we're getting just a different view. Just, that is just wow to me. Look at all the books. Now, behind this bookshelf, you might be seeing there's one of the plaques hidden here. here from the historical lot trait thing happening here. I just had to hide it with the books. There is another one over on this wall that I hid behind that spa day plaque thing. But oh, just look at this space. This is the living space. The sun coming through the windows, creating the most beautiful ray vibes happening here. I just love this. I love it. We do have another bedroom through this door now though. This is the one where we've got the windows. So it's very hard to see actually because it's so small, but we do have half walls at the end of the beds that have curtains. I also did decide to put an ottoman seating area in this corner of the window because could you imagine just like sitting here with a book and this is your view while you're sitting here reading a book? That sounds like dreams come true to me. So we do also have a little mirror happening here, and then this is the other side here with this wall is the wall where we had that bracket cutting into the wall. That's why I needed to do the windows to begin with. So then this is a very intimate vibe for your sleeping area, but still really cool and really modern nonetheless. I think I love the clutter that I did on the shelving. I had so much fun putting this apartment together, and I hope that you can see how much fun I had with it. Love it. Oh my God, the sun. She's being a paid extra in this video today. I swear, the sun streaming through those windows. Absolutely beautiful. So then over here, we do have our bathroom through this door. So let's come and take a look. This is the biggest bathroom of all of them. It has 2 basins in here, which is really nice. And then we do have the shower tub combo and the toilet as well. A little bit of greenery in here just to make it feel like it's not all black. And then we come into this door here. I kind of see it as the main bedroom of this apartment, I suppose. So if you were to play with this with a family, this would be where like the parents would sleep because it's the biggest room. We've got a tiny little walkway, but I know you're just seeing already how fun the vibe is in here. I just love it. Again, the sun being amazing. I just had so much fun with this room as well. We do have the spandrel up here to just bring some more of the industrial because this bedroom was feeling very fancy, which is okay. I was looking for more of a luxurious feel in here as well, but just bringing it back a little bit with the spandrel being a little bit more industrial, and a couple of other things in here as well, which I'll show you in just a second. Behind these spa day panels is where the last historical plaque is for the lot trait, but I think the spa day panels just look really nice, especially in between the windows to cover them up. So the other industrial elements really are right here with this lighting that is hanging and this like, it almost looks like it says arena in English, but it's Simlish. So I just love this neon light sign thing, and I wanted it to be a part of this room to help bring in some more of that industrial vibe as well. Super nice. I am absolutely in love with this space. And then through this door we have the final room, which is the ensuite bathroom, the 3rd bathroom for this apartment. It again is a very small one, so there's not a lot going on in here, just the essentials that you need for a bathroom. And excitingly, you guys, I'm gonna upload this and all of the other apartments that I have renovated to the gallery. I am so excited because I just love this apartment. You guys have told me that you like the other apartments as well. And I have recently learnt the way to upload apartments as singular rooms without deleting walls. So if you would like to have this apartment for yourself, it will be on the gallery. My gallery ID is sezrawrr, the exact same way it's spelled here. You will find it under 122 Hakeem House Reno. I had to put it under a living room, so it's a little bit funny, but you can't save these San Myshuno apartments as apartments. They don't work that way on the gallery. You've got to save them as a room. So it comes up as a living room, but when you are placing this room in the spot, you'll just have to line up the apartment shape to the shape that Hakeem House, the entire apartment, is, and then the apartment will be there. It's so exciting. So, like I said, it does use a lot of packs. Oh my god, so many packs. Way more packs than I even thought that it did. I do apologize for that. Honestly, at the time that I was building this, and the same with all of my other apartments, I wasn't even thinking of uploading them to the gallery. I was just building them for myself, but I just have a feeling that you guys that are able to have this one would really like to have this one and the other ones as well. So with that being said, if you would like all of the other apartments as well, I will be uploading them all. This is the listing for the more colorful one that is in this same apartment block. It does use a lot of packs as well, sorry. And also because it's a 100 baby challenge apartment, there's a lot of like urns from like dead kids in there. I've removed them. You don't need them as a part of your build. So the ones on the gallery won't have any urns, I promise you. So then we have the more luxurious one that I built in a video, the green decor to the max, very opulent vibe that I was going for. So again, this one does use a few packs, I'm so sorry, but decor to the max is one that like is very heavily featured in this one. And also high school years with the beds and stuff, but I had so much fun with this apartment as well, and I would love for you to have it if you would like it. And then the other apartment, the last apartment, is this one that is in the same apartment block as the opulent one that we have just seen. I've shown this to you in a couple of 100 baby challenge videos, but it is fully finished now, and if you would like it, it's just a little bit of fun, a little bit more modern with some pops of color in there. It's super nice. So I hope that you enjoy those apartments. If you would like to download them for yourself, they are all on the gallery right now for you to download. But you guys, that's all I've got for renovating another San Myshuno apartment for my 100 baby challenge kids. I just had so much fun with this one. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching it come to life. I would love to do some more San Myshuno apartment renovations, so let me know if you'd like to see them in the comments down below. And also just any other builds, because I've been really enjoying building lately as well, which is unusual for me because I'm not the most confident builder, but I've just been having a lot of fun with it lately. So if you'd like to see any more of me, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. Leave me the pizza slice emoji in the comments down below to let me know that you got this far in the video, you enjoyed this renovation, and you would like to see me do more San Myshuno apartment renovations in the future. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!